What is one advice that you would give your younger self?
God, let me pull out the parchment. So many things.
YouTube, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all the old and new visitors. If you're not subscribed to the channel, take a moment and do that right now. First things first. Is my shirt ugly? I feel like my shirt is ugly. Man, I love this shirt. I had this shirt for like 10 years. And every so often, I gotta bring it back out. But I digress. So a couple weeks ago, I did a video on Brittany Renner when she was on the Danza Project podcast. And this one is kind of a follow-up to that one. She kind of addressed it a little bit on a YouTube channel called The Fan Bus.
We've had Charleston White on the bus before. And recently you went viral for twerking on him and giving him a lap dance. You have a big reaction when you shake your ass, that's for sure.
What do you mean?
Well, like other people react
Yeah.
when you do that. It's like waves of reactions. We literally went viral for it.
Honestly, when that type of stuff happens or just going viral, I'm off my phone. I'm not reading comments. I'm not looking at any of it. I don't want to see it. I just let it do what it's going to do, and I just go about my day. So, well, the only reason I even kind of knew about the stuff with Charleston is because someone had texted me a video. I mean, when I woke up, I was like, like this is a regular day. I'm like, man, I got drunk last night. Checked my text messages, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, when the did that happen? So I had no memory of that happening. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, I'm off social media today.
Okay.
Just let it blow over.
Brittany did go viral, but she looked like she was a little uncomfortable with the question asking about it going viral. It's Brittany Renner, so it's kind of hard to believe that she's shy, but it kind of seemed like maybe she is. But going viral for twerking on Charleston White and acting crazy on a podcast, throwing water and arguing and doing all of that, it's not really something to be proud of. Then again, it's Brittany, so Brittany Renner, maybe she liked that type of attention. It definitely seems like she does. Over the years, that's how she acts. She says she let it do what it's going to do, and then she just go on about her day. She says she off her phone, she not reading comments, she don't want to see it. And why you think that is? That's because the comment section be out for blood. Especially when you out there acting like this, and she knows that. She knows that what she's doing is ridiculous, and she know that people won't call her out on it. She just let it do what it's going to do, and then she go on about her day. She wake up like, oh, it's a regular day. She gonna go on about her day like nothing happened last night. She don't remember any of it. Like she wasn't acting a complete fool the night before, and she remembers none of it. You think the first thing on her mind when she wake up will be like, oh, man, what was I doing last night? I was tripping. Her? Blacked out drunk, don't remember none of it. So of course she says she stays off social media for the day, right? Just basically avoid it. I hate when people get drunk like that or whatever, doing whatever they doing, and the next day they just don't remember. They blacked out the night before. And I've been around a number of people who do some crazy shit, and then the next day they don't remember none of it. So then it's kind of hard to be mad at them because it's like, yo, you don't even remember, but then I still be mad at them.
Yeah, I don't sit back and. Now, there's been a couple podcast episodes where, I did one with Andrew Tate. There were certain ones that to me, really stood out and I just wanted to watch it back. But usually I'm not going to sit and watch. I just feel like naturally I'm going to critique myself. And I trust that no matter how I show up, whether that's me giving a lap dance or me giving some words of wisdom, I trust that whatever message is meant to be conveyed, it's conveyed in the way that it's meant to. So I don't like to second guess or bully myself for oh, I should have did this or I should have said that. I don't think that's productive.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has ever bullied themselves better. So yeah, I don't really like to watch my stuff back. It's I know what I said. I think it's just a lot of different things leading up to it where, I've sat down with a lot of polarizing internet personalities, and I trust that whatever message they're meant to deliver to me or whatever I'm meant to learn from, that's what I'm going to learn from them. So like, I just don't like to question any spaces that I'm called to. Now, there are times where, I mean, even just the podcast with Charleston, like I was like, where are we in alignment to where this is meant for us to meet up, you know, for us to be in the same room? My voice is very powerful. I have a strong personality, not afraid of anyone. Like, I'm never ducking anything. So it's not a surprise that people want to see me speak and go up against people who they think are going to just tear me apart. I mean, I've been doing this for like 11 years, you know, so just kind of taking everything as it comes, moment to moment.
So she doesn't look back on the things that she says online or podcasts that she does, because basically, like she said what she said. So it's out there now. It's nothing she could do about it. And I get that. But maybe if you look back on some of the things that you were saying online, maybe, and how you were acting online sometimes, maybe then you would realize like, oh man, yo, like I need to dial it back a little bit. Like I'm going a little too hard. I'm doing a little too much. I feel like that's embarrassing, and she's not embarrassed at all. But she's found a way to cope with what she's doing, and she knows that this is who she has to be, right? Like if she wants to continue to be in the spotlight, so she just ignores it, pretends it didn't happen, basically just lets it blow over. Like she said, just let it blow over. I don't think her conscience would let her go on to continue to do the things that she was doing if she was continuing to look back, continuing to read comments and things like that. She know what she's doing. Like she said, she's been doing this for 11 years. But at what point would you start to think about your kids, you know? She has a son, and someday he's going to see a lot of the stuff that she's putting out. At what point do you start thinking about that? Where, man, my son is going to be embarrassed by me. My mom is online and she says a lot of reckless things and does a lot of reckless things. At what point would you start thinking like, my kid is one day going to see this stuff? I think a lot of parents that's in the social media spotlight, not just women, men too, they don't think about this. They don't think about down the line when their kids may see some of these things that they do, may or will see some of these things that they do. They don't think about that. They're just thinking about the right now. They're not thinking about the future. Because if I was in that type of spotlight, I'm definitely thinking about my kids in the future seeing some of the things that I'm putting out. Honestly, the way she carried herself to me is absurd, but I think she's pretty well spoken. She sounds like she's intelligent when she's not drunk as hell. But anyway, I just want to do a quick touch-up, quick follow-up on what was happening with Brittany Renner a couple weeks ago, and she addressed it right here just a little bit. And honestly, it was decent to see a more calmer side to Brittany Renner. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Please like, subscribe, share the video, comment on the video, and that's all I have for today. Peace.